It's the final episode in my current series, Breeding Dogs, the Raw Truth. I'm gonna share with you my puppy mush recipe. The puppies are turning 4 weeks, so it's time to deworm again. And you're gonna see what it's like to take care of a 2-acre Bulldog farm. Guy's looking so much better. I don't even know if he ever had coccidia, you know what I mean? I was just treating him as if he had coccidia because it could have been a possibility. But hopefully there never even was any coccidia. If there was, it got knocked out. Otherwise, he's just developing better. But he definitely looks much better now. Puppies are 4 weeks old. It's time to transition them off of the mother towards hard kibble. We start that by making a puppy mush. Puppy mush is going to consist of ground up kibble along with some other ingredients. We're going to feed that for a couple weeks. Then we'll start feeding softened kibble, and then eventually they'll be eating hard kibble. I'm going to show you what I consider my base recipe, and then you can add on whatever else you like from there. You're going to start with whatever brand kibble you're already using. I like to make my mush a batch at a time, and I use a 3-to-1 ratio for each batch. I use this Ninja grinder here. It's a 16-ounce cup. I do 3 of these 16-ounce cups of kibble, ground up. So 3 16-ounce cups of whatever puppy kibble you use, and then I mix that with baby rice, baby oats, baby grains. Today we got the rice. And I just do close to another full 16 ounces. Doesn't have to be 16 exactly. I normally do less. It's probably 14 ounces. 3-to-1, doesn't have to be exact. Then 1 can, 100% real pumpkin. Not pumpkin puree, not pumpkin pie mix, 100% real pumpkin. Why pumpkin? What does pumpkin do? Well, pumpkin is 2 different types of fibers. So pumpkin is really good for the digestive tract. Pumpkin is what they call a stool corrector. If your dog has diarrhea, pumpkin can help. If your puppy is constipated, pumpkin can help. Pumpkin also has a good smell and taste that's gonna make the puppies interested in the mush. So we got our 3 16-ounce cups of kibble, 1 approximately 16-ounce cup baby rice, baby grains, baby oats, 1 can 100% real pumpkin. The last ingredient to the base recipe is water, approximately 1 gallon of water. But you can add however much water you want to the consistency that you desire. Younger puppies, you're gonna wanna start it off a more watery consistency, but not too watery, because the puppies will get in there and just kind of stick their face in there and start inhaling it up through their nose. I've kind of had that issue with these puppies, where they get in there, they're almost snorting the mush up, so then I'm over here sucking mush out of their nose. So you want it watery enough that they can start to ingest it because they don't have teeth yet, or they just have little nubs of teeth coming in, but not so watery where they're sucking it up their nose. And then they could possibly aspirate. And then you gotta deal with the aspiration pneumonia, and you better have your antibiotics on hand. So this is what I consider my base recipe. Now you can start to add other things if you'd like formula. I like to use Esvalac's second step. Just take just a good, that's more than enough. Big heaping tablespoon is all I like to add. I probably should have done that before I did the water, but it's all gonna get mixed in there regardless. I just wanted to show you guys my base recipe first. Get that formula mixed in there. Probiotics. If you want to add some stuff for probiotics, you can add non-flavored Greek yogurt, plain yogurt, or you could add Fortiflora. I like to use these Fortiflora packets. You can either just sprinkle like a packet each day over the mush when you put it in, or you can just put a packet into your whole recipe, into your batch. Fortiflora is really good for probiotics, again for the gut, digestive, and especially if something did happen, you had a puppy aspirate and you do have it on antibiotics like I mentioned, you're gonna wanna put it on a probiotic. So probiotics are really good when you're administering antibiotics. You can add other things like a calorie paste. I don't see that I have any out here, but like a NutriCal type paste. You can also add some of that for more calories. So you can get creative here with what you want to add after you've accomplished your base recipe. So let me know what you like to add in the comments. I only have 3 puppies in this litter, so I just put 3 little scoops in there. Something that I get all the time that I just cannot stand is how much do you feed your puppies? How much mush do you feed the puppies? Do not ask me that question, because I don't have an answer for you. You just feed the puppies as much as they need. Do you guys get a guide when you have a baby? I don't know, I don't have kids. Maybe you do. But I've never heard people asking each other how much to feed their baby. If it cries, you feed it. If it poops too much, you feed it less. That's the ideology I go with. I keep food in there for the puppies to eat. If they seem like they're pooping way too much, I cut back the food. If they seem like their abdomens aren't big and they're malnourished and they're whining and they're hungry, I'll feed them more. That's the best answer I got for you. All right, so you see I'm still treating Pecan's ears. Ear injuries are the absolute worst. And it totally makes sense to me now why breeds like the Cane Corso get their ears cropped. And it's to avoid ear injuries because they're so hard to treat if they do happen. In the breed like the Cane Corso, this breed is a guardian breed meant to guard farms and livestock. So with that being said, they might come into encounters with other animals where they might get injuries to the ear. So that's why they crop the ear, because if the injury happens, it's a pain in the butt. The other reason is those bigger floppy ears can trap in moisture and dirt, which then leads to ear infections. So you're also avoiding ear infections by cropping your dog's ears. And that's why it's breed standard for certain breeds. Taking care of a 2-acre property is a job in itself. I spent the first 13 months building this kennel, building this property into what it is now, building the 1,000 square foot playground, putting up all the fencing, the kennel runs in the back, and then of course the inside of the kennel. But now it's about maintaining it and keeping it clean, which is another constant battle. All right, puppies are 4 weeks, so it's time to clip their nails, and then you're gonna wanna do this every 2 to 3 weeks after this. And it's also time for puppy baths. Now that they're on the mush, they literally go in on the mush. So it's a great time to start giving them baths. I just use warm water and this tearless shampoo right here that I really like. It's safe on the puppies, it has a great smell, it lathers up really good. Check this out, bigbonebulldogs.com, get yours. I can't even make this stuff up, y'all. And that was the whole point of me doing this 28-day all-access vlog, is to show you how much goes into the day-in-day life of a lifestyle dog breeder. Look what I'm dealing with now. We got a gopher that has infiltrated the Bulldog Farm. Not only is he just ruining my grass with these mounds of sand, but I had a camera go out the other day. The front camera. Bingo. The gopher has taken out the front camera. We have a security breach at the Bulldog Farm. Hopefully Pantera and Drago are gonna take care of the gopher and dig him out, find him, do whatever they gotta do. And I have to now fix this camera. So you want to have a dog breeding program? This is the lifestyle it comes with. And it never quits, it never lets up, it's never on your schedule, you're always on your female schedule. And you got to be knowledgeable in a lot of different things, which is exactly why I launched the Advanced Breeders Network. The Advanced Breeders Network is a place where you can get all the resources to breed like a pro. Check out the link in the description. We also just launched the Advanced Breeders Network YouTube channel. On this YouTube channel, I'm going to be doing podcasts with real top breeders. It's going to be raw interviews, packed full of knowledge from other lifestyle breeders. Let's recap on the last 28 days. So we bred 3 different dogs. I made you aware of singleton syndrome. I showed you how I treated an auroral hematoma. I showed you how to identify and treat coccidia. I showed you some basic deworming. I introduced you to the Clean Guard system. And hopefully I gave you a better understanding on progesterone testing and how to identify the most fertile breeding window and how to successfully schedule your C-section. So if I brought you some value, go ahead, hit that like button for me. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.